Welcome to Rambling Company Gaming. I'm Aeodan, and this is Rozz. This is going to be game 5 of our Shadow War campaign, and actually this is our last one. We're just doing a mini campaign. We're just kind of testing things out, testing the waters of the game. So this will be the last one.
Yeah, we've ended up learning a whole lot through this process. I'm sure some of you have looked at our initial battle reports and to where we're at now, have looked at our armies and had a really big question mark above your head. And having played the game, so have we. So a shortened campaign has worked out well because we've experienced most of the missions, but we're going to come back with more battle reports later with a little more knowledge and experience under our belts, which we're both going to be pretty happy about doing.
Our starting teams will look very different the next time we play this.
Yeah, all melt us all day, right?
Yeah, good luck with that. Keep rolling that.
Maybe not, maybe not.
So for this 5th and final game, I can only tie with a miracle win because I'm at 4 caches and you're at 7. We didn't spend any. I bought an extra guy. Rozz just rearmed, so he just added, like, I think a bolter somewhere, hellfire round somewhere.
Red dot laser, but more shooting, because, you know, that works.
Well, since I have a guy out this game, I just added a new guy in, just gave him a red dot laser and a shoot us, so to kind of bolster my numbers a little bit for this game. But for this game, we're going to be playing Ambush. We've already rolled off, we've already deployed, I'll show you that in a minute. After the roll-off, I got attackers, so I am attacking the Space Wolves, who have deployed. They had it's a really unique deployment. It's kind of like Kill Team Fight, but with really unique deployment and a lot of things going on, which we'll show you in a minute. So the Orkz basically need to devastate to even tie this campaign.
One of the things we've also noticed throughout the campaign that's really kind of struck home with me is that the different mission types lend themselves to just beautiful narrative opportunities. And although we haven't really thrown a whole lot of that at you, I think you might see some of that in the future, because even the situations here just, I think they work well for it. It adds a fun new aspect to the game, which has been a lot of fun.
I really agree. This game's really, really vivid already as it is. Lots of cool narrative already in the book. So, I mean, you can really expand on that and have a lot of fun of it. And you'll be seeing that a lot out of this channel coming up real soon. So, coming right back with how we deployed. So starting here with deployment, Rozz as the defender had to deploy. He had to split his team into minimum squads of 2, 1 squad total, but he took his 6 guys and split them into 3 different squads for his 6 guys. And his first squad went right here in the middle. So that was his initial deployment. They have to be in the middle of the table.
Within 6 inches of the center, I believe.
Yeah, within 6 inches of the center. Then the Orkz are allowed to deploy, and they have to be just outside 12 inches, and then everyone is hiding. So if you can look here, I got my boy with a shank and a slugga. Shoot a boy. Another shoot a boy. Working our way around. These guys are all hiding. Boss Knob Rob. Shoot a boy. Ugzum with his choppa and his slugga. You have 2 more shoot a boys over there in hiding. I believe that is my new shoot a boy right there. He is the only one without heavy armor. And my last shoot a boy is right there. After that, Rozz then rolled off on which squad he wanted to deploy next, and on a 1 through 5, he had to be within 4 inches of one of his initial deployed guys.
Just a warning, if you play this game type and you're using the terrain that comes with the Shadow War Armageddon box, that's 5 inches tall, within 4 inches of one of your models. If you put your initial guys up there and none on the base, everyone's got to start up top, so you got to kind of think that through as you're putting your guys up there.
So in the first one, he rolled a 1 through 5. I can't remember what he rolled. So
it was a 1.
It was a 1, okay. So they had to be close. Now on his second roll, he rolled a 6, which means he could place anywhere on the board outside of 12 inches of one of the Ork guys. So we chose to deploy those 2 guys over there. Now that 6 he rolled is actually going to come really handy when he is rolling off for who goes first, because it's only a roll for the defenders to see who goes first. So since he rolled a 6, he will get +1 to his roll, and he needs a 6 or better. So on a 5 or 6, Rozz will go first, which we'll do now. Of course he rolls a 6.
Yes, Space Wolves!
At least all the Orks are in hiding.
Alright, Space Wolf movement turn 1. We've got Brynjar and Gustav. They're both in position, but everyone's hiding from them. So they're going to activate their clip harnesses. And they, too, are going to duck down into hiding. They thought they heard something, but they're not sure.
Now hiding.
We've got Thorvalder, who's going to move up to here. I wish he could attach his clip harness this turn, but he can't. But he's going to kind of duck into cover and hide just like Halvar is right there.
Okay, 2 more guys in hiding.
Yeah, nice little vision slots that are perfect eye height for Space Wolves. It's like they planned that. And then we have the mess over here. Ulfni is going to move 3 inches here, and then move an additional 7 inches up to here. So he has run. He can't get into or he can't hide because he's been running, but he's there. He's run. And then we have Ingvar, who has yet to have done anything, is going to run 6 this way, and then an additional 4 inches up behind Ulfni, which is probably a mistake because with these sustained fire weapons, there might be some shenanigans going on.
It might get rough for you.
But they've been running, so at least they'll get a little bit of extra cover.
Alright, since that was all the Space Wolf's turn, we're on to the Ork's turn. Boss Knob Rob is going to run to there, and Arkonok is going to run down to there. They have both now run. We're going to swing over here, do a little Orc movement. My new recruit's going to shift on out to there. This guy's going to shoot out here. We're going to shoot ourselves as the Orcs this turn. We feel like that would be a good help.
Woo! Do my work for me.
Last one is going to move right over there. And all the rest of the Orcs are staying in hiding.
Interesting. Who's going to blink first?
Exactly. It's going to get interesting. All right, we're going to start shooting with Waka right here. And he's taking a shot down into here. -2, 1 for the running, and -1 for the obscured, so -2 total. D3, so 2 shots, needing a 6 to hit. No hit. No hit. That's okay, though. Dropping down to here. We're actually going to shoot this guy first, and we're actually coming all the way back here because he's actually easier to hit because he's outside of cover. So we got -1 for the run, but I'm within 12 inches, so +1, so I'm still hitting on 4s.
Wow, what the Orc?
Yep. So I'll get one shot, hitting on a 4. I do hit him. Let's see if I wound him. Needing a 4 better. No wound, but pinned.
Wow.
And now we'll move back to my last guy. He will be shooting at the front guy, trying to knock him down. But this one's a little more dangerous. 1 shot. This one will be on a 5 because he's still a little bit in cover. So I missed that one. So not as good with my shooting as I would have liked to, but we knocked someone down. We'll take it.
Alright, we're going to see here if Ingvar can get back up and actually do something in this game. He passes his initiative test, so he's back up and good to go. We're going to do a little bit of movement here. We're going to start off with Ulfni actually just declaring a charge here. So Ulfni has charged, and then Ingvar is going to step his 5 inches over here to have some fun with a flamer for the first time in this campaign.
There you go.
And the last of the Space Wolf movement, Thorvaldr and Halvar are going to go ahead and attach their clip harnesses, but they don't see anyone through the little peeky holes yet.
All right.
Alright, we're starting off with shooting. We're going to go ahead and go with Ingvar here using his flamer. That's definitely going to cover the model I'm aiming at, which is ironic that we're using this beautiful flamer because in 8th edition, of course, it has almost no value. I make a nice coaster. That's about it. So we get the hit there.
Yep.
So we roll to see if there is a wound. Strength 4. There is no wound.
There's no wound. He's okay.
But he is hit.
So he is hit, so he is boop, pinned.
Next, we're going to move over here to Brynjar. He's going to just turn around and take a shot at this guy. He's got the photo visor and a red dot laser, so I'm taking away the cover, and he's ballistic skill 5, so he's hitting on a 2.
That's ridiculous. So that is a hit.
And wounding on a 4 still.
Yep.
Does not wound.
But we still took a hit, so let's see what happens to him.
See if he falls down.
This guy does have heavy armor, so I need a 1. Look at that! Good job, buddy.
But he is now pinned.
Yes, he is.
And we're going to go ahead and take one more shot using Gustav at the fellow who's laying down. Gustav has a red dot laser and a photo visor, but is only ballistic skill 4, so he's hitting on a 3 in this case.
That'll be another hit. And an ammo check.
Gustav! Always. He passes. Thank
Passes
goodness.
his ammo check.
And that's a toxic round, so that is an auto wound.
Auto wound. Minus.
I believe the sniper rifle is -1. -1 to the armor save.
So 5 up. So I fail it. And let's see what happens to him.
6. He's out.
Goodbye, Waka. That hurts a lot.
Go, Gustav!
All right, melee combat. Now this guy's a full boy, so I actually get 2 attacks. Let's see how this goes. I rolled double 6s.
I'm going to go ahead and parry
So I got to reroll 1.
one of those 6s.
2 a 1. So that just gave you a +1. I went from having a +1 for having 2 6s on a crit to you getting a +1 because I just fumbled.
Excellent. I'm going to need that here.
So I'm going to be at a total of 6, 9 total. And what are you at? 3
7, 8 for the charge, and 9 for the fumble.
tie combat, actually.
Tie combat.
Look at that. We tied. Hey, Orkz, not so bad. Had you not fumbled, I was hitting you.
All right.
All right.
Survived.
Double checking if Gustav is still hiding. Brynjar is not, because he shot his gun. That's a loud gun.
Gustav, 1 through 3. He is not hidden. 4, 5, 6. He's still hidden. He is still hidden.
So he's still hidden. Coming back with the Orc turn. Alright, starting with the Orc movement. Only the Shuda is going to move over to here, so we can get a line up here on Brynjar. Nice clean line.
Wow.
Other guys staying in hiding. Pre-measured this. Arkonak and Rob are going to run, coming around the corner. Running down to here. Ran their 8 inches. And last but not least, Grignook is crawling 2 inches this way. Trying to get away because, you know, fire just surrounded him.
Curb stomp time.
Yep, that's what's going to happen. Alright, so the only shooting that the Orcs can do is Rogdar is taking a shot at Brynjar. We just measured it. It's within 12 inches, so I get +1. D3 shots. Ooh, 3 shots. Beautiful. So, because of my red dot laser and the +1 and his -1 for having the cover, I'll be hitting on 4 still. 3 shots. Shot number 1. Misses. Shot number 2. Misses.
Orc, orc, orc.
Shot number 3. Hits with an ammo check. And I pass on a 7, barely. Jeez. And let's see if I can wound him. I can't wound with my Orcs, but I pinned a guy.
So Gustav is pinned, but he has his clip harness on, so he's going nowhere. Alright, we're moving on to the melee over here. So there's no particular bonuses this time, so it's just going to be a roll-off with the sword having a parry. And here we go.
Yeah, let's add these up.
I'm not going to make you re-roll anything there.
Yeah, so let's see. I got 2. I'm at 5.
Got 4, plus my weapon skill of 4, so I'm at 8. And you fumble, so I'm actually at 9. So that means that I get 4 hits that go through.
Yep.
2 with the pistol, 2 with the chainsword.
Right.
So we'll do the 2 with the chainsword. Well, yeah, 2 with the chainsword first. No wounds. Doing the 2 with the pistol next. No wounds.
Wow, that combat's lame.
Bump, 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 bump.
And at the end of my turn, Grignook gets up. Brynjar, let's see if he gets up.
He does.
Alright, he's up. Wow. Sorry, buddy.
And a little more movement over here. Ingvar is just going to take a little bit of a step this way so he can keep his flamer in nice, beautiful, happy range.
All the Space Wolf movement. Everyone else is staying hiding.
Alright, Ingvar's flamer, definite hit. So let's see if we wound. We get a wound.
Doing that's -1, you said, correct?
-2 to the armor, actually.
-2, so I get a 6 up. That's a cop die. So that's a 2, so no, so he takes a wound. Let's see what happens to him. Ooh! Oh, boys, boys, boys.
That is a crispy orc.
Yep, fried orc for dinner. Well, I guess we'll come over here to this shooting.
Brynjar He's within range to take a shot there. Between the photo visor and everything else, he's still just hitting on a 2.
Yep. He hits on 2.
And wounding on a 4. He wounds
on a 4.
How many wounds does he score?
Because that is Hellfire.
Hellfire, correct. 3 wounds.
3. So let's see if it goes through first.
Good call.
So is there any minuses on that?
-1 on the bolt gun.
-1, so I get a 5 up. No, so I'm taking 3 wounds on my guy over there. Here we go, wound number 1. He is just, he's still just pinned. Wound number 2. He is now down. And wound number 3. He is down 2 weapon skill now. And 2 ballistic skill because of those.
Ork.
Yeah. He loses 1 more and he's out of action. And that would be it for the shooting because Gustav can't see anyone. And those 2 guys are just out of range of Arkonak and Boss Knob Rob, who are chilling down there. And melee combat. Let's see what happens here.
Reroll the 5, please.
5 and a 3, 5 and a 1. So that is a 4. Now I like that fumble over there.
I do fumble.
So I get 4, 3 for my weapon skill, plus another 1, so I'll be at 8.
I get 5 plus my weapon skill of 4, so I'm at 9.
So you beat me by 1. So which weapon are you going to be using?
Chainsaw.
All right, you get 4. That's definitely a hit.
And that's -2 to armor, and this guy only has squig hide.
Yeah, so he is automatically there. I need to roll a 1 to not go out of combat. Oh, he was out of combat anyways. And that's another guy down.
Woof, woof, woof.
All right, I am down way more than 25%, so bottle test for me, and now I'm actually not even outnumbering the Space Wolves, so I'm only on a leadership 7. And that will be a 9. That'll be the game.
Good game, sir.
Good game. All right, well...
That was quick.
Yeah, that was rough. Orkz, they did really well in game 1, but...
Wolves got angry.
Yeah, and then games 2, 3, 4, 5 got really rough for the Orkz. We're not going to do any of the rolls off for leveling up or who died or injuries or stuff like that because this is the end of the campaign, just the mini campaign. Personally, for me, I would change a lot about my first Orc list. I went with too many toys, and I think the boys before toys is a great rule, especially for the Orcs. I mean, my next list that I was working on the other day has 10 guys in my starting 1,000-point team. So it's really just getting a lot of guys on the field to really overwhelm your opponents. I don't think I really got that mentality of the Orcs in this campaign. But as we said at the beginning of this, we're working on changing this stuff up, and we were just learning the game.
Yeah, for me, a lot of people have commented on my use of a melt-a-gun, and you're absolutely right. That was a very poor choice. It didn't get to do much. Flamer didn't either, but I still like it. Future lists for me will probably see less melee prowess to start, but working into it as I go. I think our experience here has taught us that guns are good. That's not a political statement. And shooting your opponent is much easier than getting close to them.
Yeah, it really is. Personally, I agree with that. Like, I would never take a power claw again to start on my leader. That's just ridiculous. The combi shoot I do like that he gets the sustain too, and I'm just gonna almost forget the melee with the Orcs and just go solid shooting across the board because everything I've been reading online is really people said shooting with the Orcs is really, really good. So
there's a lot of it, which is terrifying when there's 10 models with sustained fire and you've got 5 guys in the field to face it.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you for watching. We've enjoyed playing these campaign games. We hope you've enjoyed. You're going to see lots more of Shadow War coming up soon. Hopefully soon, some 8th edition stuff, with that stuff coming out soon. Getting excited about that, getting pumped for that. Make sure you like, comment if you have anything you want to say. Got any questions for us? Someone asked us last video about our Jumanji rule. I thought that was great. I love it. Go ahead and ask us those questions. Follow us at Rambling Gaming on Twitter. Thank you for watching. Anything you got to say?
Yeah, just a big shout out to everyone that helped correct some of the rules that we really
Yeah, it's been a big help.
we made some big mistakes on, and just advice as we go. We've been gamers for a while now, and with this being a new thing for us, there's always more to learn, but having a community support like that is awesome, and it helps us bring better bat reps to you, so kudos to you guys for helping us make this all the better.
Yeah. Oh, and if you're sick of Orkz and Space Wolves, get ready because you're about to see Dark Angel Scouts. You're about to see Skitarii, maybe Tyranids, Grey Knights, Sisters of Battle, Necrons. They're all these teams are getting work done, getting all the painting done on them, getting some stuff done.
I'm even going to bring some Tau.
Yeah, oh, I forgot about Tau. So this was just us messing around with one army each just to get used to the game. You're going to see a lot more armies on this channel really, really soon, and we're looking forward to playing some more. Thanks for watching.